Namaste and welcome to the next episode of Clinical Ayurveda. Myself, Dr. Mayuresh Akre. In last episode, we have discussed Sandhaniya Karma. In today's episode, we will discuss Shula Prashamana Karma. Now, by the word Shula in Ayurveda, it is expected that it is the Udara Shula or pain in abdomen. So, Shula Prashamana means the karma where pain in abdomen is cured. Now, Udarashul or pain in abdomen is seen in many diseases, including Kaya Chikitsa, including Shalyatantra, including Sthiropasutantra also. But here we are discussing the Udarashul as a Kaya Chikitsa level only, and we are not discussing Udarashula which is seen in Shalyatantra like intestinal obstruction or perforation, or Sthiropasutantra like any gynec problem. So at Kaya Chikitsa level, when we see the patients of Udarashula, we will always majorly see the Udarashula is a symptom because of Ama Nirmiti. There are associated symptoms also, Gaurav, Guru, Udgar, etc. But generally, pain in abdomen is generally when there is plain Udarashul, we will find the Amotpatti in the patient. And hence, if you see the Shula Prashamana Gana, you will find all Dipan Pachan Ushadishna Dravyas like Ajmoda, Marij, Chitrak, Shunthi, which are all are Ampachak in the quality. So, when patient comes to you, you have to find mainly the cause and you have to see whether there is Amma Nirmiti present or not present. Now, Udara Shula as a symptom occurs in other diseases also like Pravahika, Garani, etc. In that case, you have to treat the main disease, and along with that, you have to give the symptomatic treatment for Udara Shula also, because patient always wants to get rid of the pain as early as possible. In Udara Shula patients, as we have seen the Shula Prashamana Gana which is Deepan Pachar, with this internal medicine, external medication is also has a great importance. It gives very fast results. So applying medicated oil with such dravyas on the abdomen, having fermentation by hot water bag also gives us a very fast result, especially in the small children. So whenever there is a pain in abdomen, you have to give the Shula Prashamana which has got Ampachal quality, and also we have to give the treatment externally, Bhaya Chikitsa. Along with all this treatment, drinking of hot water is also a good remedy in such patients. So at Kaya Chikitsa level, we find most of the time patients with Amnirmiti, and if there is any other disease, pain in abdomen is a symptom incorporated in that disease. When Shula is associated with any other part of the body, then name of that part is associated with the Shula Shabda. For example, Amsa Shula, Kati Shula, Rut Shula, etc. Here we are confined ourselves only to the pain in the localized area, because Janusandhi Shul or Shul in Amvat, these are very big diseases and we are going to discuss them in future. In our practice, other than Udarashul, when a patient comes to you with say shoulder pain or neck pain or lumbar pain, then the most important thing is to be done is the thorough examination of that painful part. Because of the today's lifestyle, with the sitting job and sitting in a bad posture for a long period daily, driving on a two-wheeler with very bad roads in our cities, these patients having pain in some localized area are increasing. So when a patient comes to you and he asks that I have pain in the this typical area, then examination of that area is very important, because that pain is maybe because of muscle localized muscle stiffness, compression of nerve in that area, and because of stiffness of the joint or ligaments in that area. So in that case, internal medicines you have to give, but external medication also plays a very important role for the instant relief. So application of medicated oil in that area, hot fermentation are necessary. Along with this, another very good treatment is necessary is physiotherapy or exercise of that particular area. For example, if there is neck pain, then neck exercises; for shoulder pain, the shoulder exercises, etc. Because of the exercise of that particular area, the stiffness of muscle, joint, ligament is relieved. Pressure on the nerves is also relieved. While treating these patients, you have to also take the history as such, that whether the patient is sitting in a bad posture or wrong posture, whether his chair is good or bad, whether it is supporting the body well, then whether if he is driving the two-wheeler, the condition of the two-wheeler is good with good shock absorbers, and how he is driving. He is driving rash or he is driving smoothly. Then another one factor which is seen as a hetu is a bad or a very old bed. The cotton in that is weared off, and so the resistance is less, and patient often gets back pain in such cases. So when you are treating this localized area in today's practice, you have to see the hetus which are the patient is consuming in daily life, unless and until you come advise the patient a good posture, a good driving skills, condition of the bed or condition of the two-wheeler. Otherwise, the patient will not get complete relief, because hetu sevan is going on daily basis. Now, Shula is a symptom of Vata, and Vata Shaman is the main treatment, it is obvious. Now, it's a question for you. When we say Vata Shaman or Vata Prakop, Pitta Prakop, Kapha Prakop, it is very generalized term. You have to diagnose and see which guna of Vata is increased. For example, in Kampavar, it is also Vata Vyadhi, the Chalaguna is increased. When there is Patdari like disease, you will find that Rukshaguna is increased and there are cracks on the skin. So, in the case of Shula specifically, and when it is localized to some organ like Amsa Shula, Kati Shula, or Anso Shula, etc., which guna of Vata is increased? This is the first question. So, which treatment is needed? And secondly, just I mentioned that in the case of any localized pain, always think of the physiotherapy or exercise. Is there is any reference of this in Ayurveda? This is homework for you, and we will discuss this in the next episode. Now, as I said, when we started the series, I told you that we are in the course of the time we discuss Sharir Kriya, Nidan, Samprapti, Chikitsa, Rasabhaishaja all together, because all these are interlinked to each other. So this is the example that we see learn the guna of dosha in the first year, first term. So let us discuss which guna of vata is responsible for the pain, because we have to treat the दोष वायुविरुद्ध गुणचिकित्सा. We will discuss this in the next episode. Thank you very much.